against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and lace. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Today, we have an NFC fighting storm between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go in Glendale. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First give of the game to the rookie for Morgan. Gets this beyond the midfield stripe and on the Cardinals side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Finds a seam down the middle, and he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. A play made by Will Johnson.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to it. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
The give here on 2nd. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
5-0! Go 20! 32! Big 20!
Stafford now on 3rd down. Got a man, that's McCoy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
All set now, 1st and 10.
Ready!
Rolling back, it's the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Clock's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Stafford from the gun. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Touchdown, LA. The Rams finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in the passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. He's got room to roam. Jukes away from one. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They get 23 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Here we go, here we go.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Let's get set.
Burrow to the air now. Completed over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here we go. At the
11,
29-yard line.
180, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow now on 1st down. That's with Harrison again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals start off well, tie things 7-7.
Set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. This makes it up to the 25. Bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Shotgun snap to Sanford. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. They're going to be set up with 1st and goal after that INT.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Gun. Stop.
They'll run here. It's Benson. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Here we go. Cut. Wide 80.
Burrow. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force 3rd and goal.
Kate, how many times have we sat in meetings and heard from offensive coordinators, get down to this area, we got to be able to run it. Got to be able to run it. We get time coverage. So you know what you should do?
Here we go.
Run it.
Wide 80. Wide shot. 11. Shot.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Trey McBride, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jalen Thompson makes it. Now he loses the ball. And they get on top of it. Wow, nearly 2 turnovers on the same play. But they stay with him after the interception.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
Here we go. Can. 11 MT. Shot.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
11. Wide 80.
They give on 2nd to Benson. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment.
One, ready?
Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got 3rd down well inside field goal range. Benson once more. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. This 42 yards from the right half. Sly's kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Rams have the 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll fire it deep back. He's got it inside the 25. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
And he's going to be tackled after a pickup of about 5 here. Second down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Stafford. This one's caught. And he's brought down after a short gain. It goes to the hurry-up offense here. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. Stafford gonna go on forward. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they did.
And good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Burrow out of the shotgun. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
11, MT, paint. Here we go. Right 80.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Connects on the crosser. Along the right sideline, there's space. Marvin Harrison Jr. He does it, touchdown Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 16-point ball game. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Rams first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Rams first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back to throw here, Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Kyron Williams, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in, coverage-wise, to every route combination they're trying to throw?
On 1, ready?
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Guns.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And he cuts it back right. Running in the red zone. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals are racing them to the halftime locker room. Trey Benson, the touchdown.
Right there's the danger of non-coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love cover, may not tackle so well, and opens up a run lane he took huge advantage of.
Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals make it a 24-point ball game.
Rams 7. Joey Sly is set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 20.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Will be yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now, Stafford. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. Puka Nacua the target on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going deep this time. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Get a 20! 53!
Trying for it with Stafford. He connects downfield. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So first down from the 41. Now Stafford again. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set! 280! Shot!
Stafford's going to throw once more. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here. First and 10. Here's Stafford. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Stafford throwing again. Brought in close to the 8. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Evans set to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 180. Plays hot.
Third quarter underway. Here's Benson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11.
Throwing is Burrow. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Burrow. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
Running from the pistol with Benson. While even a great game is going to have its lesser moments, he can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. It's caught by Wilson. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
11, 11, 11. 11, MT, tight. 11, MT, tight. Stop.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Now, I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Stop. Hey, stop.
One play action here. Burrow. Firing one deep for the end zone. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again.
38, Rams 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Rams take over 1st and
10. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And they pick him off again! And he's going to take this one back, and he's in for the pick 6 for Arizona. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
Like you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. You could do some serious damage.
Rams 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Gets it through the middle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They'll get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
So many times, Kate, when I see these receiver screens, I think punt return. It's like a punt return. On punt return, it's all about those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and the Rams have the first down. We've set it down from 37. On first down, here's Stafford. Setting up the running back screen. Has a lane inside the 25. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Even 25 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Brought in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
3-yard line.
Ready. White. Lady. Stay 50, stay 50. 11. Stop.
It's Stafford once more. He's got it. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams continuing to fight at least. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams take 7 points off the deficit.
Rams 14.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
12. Here we go. Right 80. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
From the 24 once again, it's second and 10.
Here we go. Stop. 11. 11. Stop.
Looking to throw, Burrow. This one quickly to Harrison. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
12. Here we go.
Benson on first and 10. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Staying on the ground with Benson. Free inside the 30. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals piling onto the scoreboard yet again. touchdown.
Okay, we are watching a showman put on an absolute show. What a day for this running back. I think he'd be the first to tell you. It's about the guys up front, receivers blocking outside, and the electricity of his legs.
14. Set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Starting at the 10. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And he gets that one out of bounds in a great spot, just short of the opposing 30.
Well, at this point, they're going to take points any way they can get them, and that includes on special teams. He's had a ton of kicks in his way, a bunch of returns today, and he nearly made him pay with that one.
Set. 280. Stop.
They'll run here on first down. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up third and very short.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
And they pick him off again! And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Stiller's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop. Stop.
They'll begin this drive with Benson.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
I'm one, ready?
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12.
Here we go.
A give left side to Benson. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Cardinals football, and they can pretty well cruise the rest of the way. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm one, ready?
Rams into the dime. Third down coming.
12, 12, 12. Gun, gun. Stop.
Throw here. Third down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
11, Thomas.
It's 4th down.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
They'll run. It's Benson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. First and 10 from the 32.
11, MT, Kate. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Set. 280. Like 7.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on first down. Stafford throwing the out route complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
And they find him after just a yard. It's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Stafford's going to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Rams have the first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Hauled in by Adams over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. They made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready. Alert. Blue 60.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he will not get the first, but this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams putting up points in a game decided. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. He'll take this at the 10. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Hits him on the in route. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down from the 42.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. Here he goes again. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. 12.
Inside give to Benson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Offense up to the line fast.
Down at the 8-yard line.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
2nd and 6.
Burrow to the air now. Escapes the pocket. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Gun.
Burrow throwing here, 3rd and 2. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
One, ready?
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
Here we go.
4th down. Burrow. On target to Moore. It's not like we've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Cardinals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Extra point is up and good from Slot. And the Cardinals continue piling onto this lead.
Rams 21. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Rams trying to do some window dressing. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready? Hey, 54.
Stafford from the gun. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Set.
Back to the air we go on 2nd. Stafford. That's complete. Naku on the left side. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Naku's got it again. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Moving the pace here as the clock continues to run.
That's another Rams first down. Gain of 11 on the play.
Stafford's going to throw once more. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Looking quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
40 got. 22.
Stafford throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Ready.
Now Stafford again. They sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
11, 280.
Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. And finds Adams downfield. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for a Rams first down.
First down throw here for Stafford. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Rams making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams cut into the lead by another point. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team secures the football. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Here we go.
They're going to pass it here. Down the field. He's got Wilson. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on?
Gun.
Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Cardinals are running them out of the building. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 60. Alert. Green light, 22. 20 hot.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Ready. 250.
Here he goes, one final shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
You